Hello and welcome to this video presentation on Is home staging a career for you? And I'm going to go over some key questions you need to ask yourself, costs, and essential information about the industry. Before I do, who am I? I'm Audra Slinky, the creator of the Home Staging Resource, which is the largest online staging and redesign training company. And when you see this logo, HSR Certified Professional Home Stager and Redesigner, on a stager's website, you know they have gone through my training. What is the training going to go over? Whether you have the right background, situation, or skills to become a home stager, some soul searching questions you need to ask yourself. How much can you make as a professional stager? How much does it cost to get started into this industry? Do you need to have a lot of inventory to become a stager? What is the economic outlook for this industry? What type of backgrounds fit best, personal backgrounds fit best for staging? And how do you get started? And send before and after photos all along the way. So here's our first before photo. I always love to look at these and I'm going to share them. These are photos from our grads who have gone through the program. And you know right away you're in the wrong place if you don't like to see these kind of before and after photos, right? And that kind of gets me started in, do you have what it takes? And the number one thing that it takes to be successful in the staging industry is a passion for design. You have to have it. And you may assume that everybody does, but they don't. Most people don't really care that much. About 90% of people can't even envision potential. 10% of people can. You need to be part of that 10%. How do you know you're that 10% of person that can envision what the ideal space should look for? You probably decorated your room as a child. Most of my members have always loved design. They're HGTV addicts, they're design magazine hoarders, and they have been decorating and driving their mothers crazy since they were children. So if that's you, you're in the right place. You're thinking of the right industry for yourself. It's about channeling that gift that you have for design. You don't probably realize you have it, but you do. Most people do not. And putting it into a business that you can make money. You also need to have the ability to work from home and be self motivated. That's kind of entrepreneurial 101. And also, part of being an entrepreneur means you need to be able to learn and wear lots of different hats. Home stagers start out as entrepreneurs. They usually don't start out working for other stagers. They start their own business working from home, and they have to learn and do a lot of different things to become successful in this industry. You also need to be financially able to sustain yourself while you're building your business. Starting a business is a luxury, so you need to be able to financially feel comfortable doing that. Give yourself 30 days to create the right business foundation. Here we go with another before photo and the after photo. Wow, what a difference paint makes. Sharon Rapp really did it on this one. How much money can you make becoming a stager? Well, that really depends on you. That's like asking how much a realtor makes. Some realtors make, millions and others don't make hardly any. So it really depends on you and it depends on your business model. In my training, I walk you through different business models and how much each makes. But to give you an idea, the average consultation, whether it be a staging consultation, color consultation, that sort of thing, is about $250 across the board. So obviously, if you're in Manhattan, that might be different than if you're in Shreveport, Louisiana. And you can do two a day. So you do the math. You have to, obviously, if you're marketing your business, you can make $500 pretty easily in a day just doing consultations. But there's more to staging than just consultations. There's staging days, there's vacant staging, there's the passive income you get from your accessory rentals being in somebody's home, there's the affiliate income you can get from vendor partners. So there's a lot of different directions your business can go, but the passion has to be there first. When you have that passion, the money will follow. And having that automated marketing sales funnel is key. And if you don't know what a sales funnel is, that's kind of what I train people on in my training, so that you actually are always getting calls into your business. People can find you, they see your beautiful website, and you're getting calls. And that's what my internet marketing background kind of training shows people. Here's a story of one of my graduates, Tammy Benson, an email I just got recently, where when she started the training, she was a wall covering contractor. And through the course and going through the course, she attracted hotel owners and investors and developed a one-stop hospitality investment services firm. So her staging business took a total right turn into a different avenue following her passion, and now her firm is a multi-million dollar business spanning 7 states and growing daily. No, I don't expect your staging business to go that route or direction, but it can. And that's what's exciting. There are definitely different ways that stagers take their business. And that gets me to the next question. How much does it cost to get started into staging? Well, the good news is most every stager starts working from home. So that's a zero cost. You don't need to have a facility or retail. It's not like a franchise where there's fees getting in. You need a cell phone, you need a computer, you need a printer. These are kind of business 101. And that doesn't cost anything. You probably already have them. And you do want to start out with training. Training is going to save you months of heartache and headache. And this is where I see a lot of stagers struggle because they're trying to figure it out themselves. And there is a lot to know. I'm going to talk about that in just a bit. So, starting off with training, then you need a website, you need business cards, you need postcards, and you need to have kind of an email marketing program. That's kind of your marketing stuff. So, that costs about it depend on how much you spend on your website, anywhere from 500 to 2000 easily. And insurance, about 500 per year. Now, we also provide a website in our training for people that is geared towards stagers, and they're amazing. You can see them in our buy page. You don't have to do that if you don't want, but we do cover that for people. So basically, for under $2,000, you can get started in this business, and that's pretty amazing. You can start a business for under $2,000, and in Tammy's case, have it become a multi-million dollar business. You don't need inventory right away. So that gets to question number 4, because you don't necessarily need to tackle vacant homes right away. Inventory really goes into mostly vacant homes, and I would recommend that you can grow into it. I walk you through how you can slowly grow your vacant side of your business, carefully purchase specific items. I have recommendations, and get deposits and money up front to even pay for those things. So it's a slow way of building your inventory and business for success, but you don't need to tackle it right away. And that's the exciting thing. And this before and after photo shows you just the difference stagers can make in a room of the home just using what the client has. Look what a difference. Rearranging furniture, moving items and accessory, putting the focus on the focal point. I love it. Cindy Gazier, who's one of our grads, who was a veteran stager when she started our program, and it took her business to a whole new level. This is her work. So let's get to point number 5. What is the economic outlook for staging? Well, to look at the future, we have to look at the past. And when I started the home staging resource back in 2005, my goal was to make the practice of home staging an industry standard, like home inspections. The problem was nobody knew what home staging was. It was a term that nobody was familiar with, and so we really focused on education. And I armed all of my grads and with tools and resources to market and educate agents, and I'm really happy to say we have come a long way. HGTV has been amazing, and staging has grown. Now, when the bubble burst, I want to give you some great news. When the housing bubble burst, homes really needed tweaking to sell, so staging proved to be an economy proof industry. The stagers did not go out of business. They reinvented themselves into that new marketplace. Their verbiage changed to agents, but homes needed staging then more than ever. And unlike interior design, stagers still prospered in that time. So what does the economic outlook look like now? Because it is based on the housing market a lot of times. When the housing market's hot and people have money to spend, they're excited about improving their space. They know when they improve their space, they can get thousands and thousands more. Agents are getting it, sellers are getting it, and even the National Association of Realtors put out their own statistics, which I also hand out. I have this in my blog. You can download these to use for your own business. They sell themselves. So it's very exciting to see where the staging industry is going. Here's another before photo of a room that the average person would not know where to begin. And here Christine Ginsburg just stages this beautifully, right? Texture, it's just beautiful. Makes you want to live there. And this is what she has to say about the training. She's one of our grads, and she was also the stager of the year. So let's look at the future. Staging is it's almost an industry standard now. Everybody recognizes it's an important value. It's an important part of the selling process, and not just staging, because a lot of people come to me just because they're interested in staging, but they don't really understand that the styling, the redesign portion is just as essential, because it is hotter than ever as well. So when you position those sides both to your business, great things happen. Looking ahead, millennials are looking to buy, baby boomers are planning to move, and they're needing to love where they live, which makes interior styling hot. as well. It starts with staging. Staging's the easiest way to market your business and grow your business, but every great staging job turns into a redesign styling job because the seller wants to spend on the home they're moving into. So it's great news. So if you're a stager, that's you get first crack at an interior designer's number one client. That's what makes staging such a great business model as well. That's why when you're getting training, you need to be trained in both staging and redesign styling. Those business models go together. We are the only training company that covers both in the same business model for the one all-inclusive price. So what is your situation? This is what I get a lot of. What if what can this work for me if I'm in this situation? So let's talk about a few situations and see if staging this can work for you, and I'll walk you through how it does work for you. What if you're working full time? I told you I think that's a great thing because you're in a good situation to slowly build your business. You're under no pressure to make an income right away, so it gives you time. You're never too old to start the staging business because this business model can also be consultation based. You don't need to do vacant homes. I did a story about a semi-retired Kiki who lives in Hawaii for half the year, and her business is booming. It's very exciting. She's finally getting to do what she loves. What if you need to make six figures? Many stagers make six figures, but it does take time and investment. I'm not going to give you kind of a get rich quick. It's not a get rich quick industry, and I don't want to give you false promises. And any trainer who does talk about that, I would be suspect. It takes hard work, and when you put the work in based upon that passion, great things happen. And I share many of my stagers do make six figures, like Tammy, who's even making seven. What if you're unsure of your design skills? Confidence comes from a process. You could be the best designer in the world, but if you don't have a process with your clients and a script and a structure with what's going to work, you're not going to be very confident. So in my training, I walk you through a specific process, 8 steps in each room, so that you're confident, more confident than ever after 3 weeks of training. So you never need to worry about that, but you need to love design. I did tell you that. What if you're a stay-at-home mom? The beauty of being an entrepreneur, you set your own schedule. You don't need to have a full-time business. You can do it part-time if you want to prioritize spending time with your kids. That's what Leah Ward did. Leah Ward finished my training in 2017. And here she says within 6 months, she is busier than she ever anticipated. In fact, it was such a whirlwind for her business. In 6 months, she did 13 stagings, 10 vacant, 3 occupied. Look how beautiful her work is. You can look her up at LTW Staging and Redesign. And the thing about Leah that's so cool, she has 3 kids under the age of 6. Your business is where you take it. What if you're a real estate agent? A lot of people join our program as real estate agents, so I'd say this works for you only if you love design. If you're an agent and you haven't been redecorating your room since a kid and you don't really care about design that much, outsource it to someone who has that art. Staging is an art form. But if you're like many agents who do have an eye for design, who love design, absolutely you can not only do this for your listings, but for other agents' listings. Many of my members do that, and I have success stories on my website for that. If you're an interior designer, you're obviously an obvious fit, but the business model is different, so you're going to want to learn that. If you're not technical, don't worry. My training walks you through that, but choose a training that's auditory and visual. That's so important. A training that you can refer back to over and over. Like this video, you can hit pause, you can hit rewind, you can go fast forward. I talk fast, I go through a lot of concepts quickly, and I show you how to do things on your computer. And so that's what makes this kind of training well worth it because you can see it and hear it, and you get a training manual where you get to hold it. If you're uncomfortable cold calling, you don't need to worry. It's a great business model because you have a target market. Those are realtors that when you look great online, and I show you how to do that, calls are coming in, not the other way around. Don't worry, I hate cold calling. I would never recommend you do it. What if you're an international student? Our international students are pioneering staging in their countries around the world, and there's never been a better time to do that because now staging's kind of mainstream in North America. And so, some stagers wonder if their area is saturated. It's not. There's plenty of room for all of us still because we also do design. But my international students are doing really well. This is a new student from Romania, and her business is already taking off. She is loving it, and she's educating, and making a difference in the homes that she goes into. So how do you get started? A lot of people wonder about that. Is it time to choose yourself? That's really the big challenge. You've got to do the soul searching. Can you self-motivate? Can you do all those things? Do you have a passion and heart for design? There's really never been a better time to get started in this industry if you have all those things. But investing in yourself is essential to success. Save yourself time and heartache because this is this perfect combination. professional materials. We give you all the forms that look professional, guides, all of that, professionalism, the resources at your fingertips, all the training, pricing, contracts, the marketing, what's working today versus yesterday, and the art form, design know-how. We have videos and videos and videos of what we would do in 30 plus different homes all across the country. So you can learn as you go, and that's what equals success. That entrepreneurialism, as you know, is all about learning, and there's a lot to know, but my training goes through it all. It's 21 days, basically 3 weeks. It's just broken up by this. You can bump around. You can take as long as you need. It is self-paced. You can finish it and always hit the rewind button to go back to consultations on the night before your first consultation, or vacant staging A to Z on the night before your first vacant job, just for a boost of confidence. So this is kind of how it's broken up. We have a calendar for you, step-by-step guides, and we talk business, and then we get into the fun stuff of design. We have design modules for each day of the training and business modules. And we walk you through every step to building a successful business in staging and redesign, building those realtor partnerships, how to shop. We connect you with all the vendors so you get trade discounts on over 100 plus vendors, how to do model home staging, how to create vision boards and e-design, how to do window coverings. We have dealers, holiday design, organization, you name it, we cover it. Some of the forms that you get would be cheat sheets that you can give to your clients to hand out. These are great for attracting emails and clients. Red flag checklists, these are things that you're able that look good and you look good. We give you price sheets and proposal sheets. We give you vacant inventory lists that you can give to your clients. We have order sheets for every type of service that you would offer, so you ask the right questions on the phone all the time. We have walkthrough guides. So when you're doing your walk and talks with the clients, this is just one page of our living room walkthrough guide where you're just checking, highlighting, and then telling them the important things, and you look so much better than a stager who goes in with a notepad. We have contracts. Yes, we do. So that you know what you need to have to be covered. And then we have checklists so you never forget an item. So those are just a little bit of things that tell you about. I'm not doing a hard sale. You've got to do the soul searching, but I'm going to follow up via email with keys to success in this business, more before and after photos and success stories to kind of get your wheels turning, what your business plan and marketing plan should look like, and where you can go to get more help and resources. You can unsubscribe at any time, but I look forward to just chatting with you. If you have questions, of course, we're actually one of the only training companies with an 800 number. So if you have a question right away, pick up your phone and call us. We're here Pacific time, 8 to 5, to answer any question you have. And I look forward to working with you. And I hope that you're excited. Keep researching. Jump onto our website. There's so many materials you can explore. There are a lot of free resources. And of course, email me back if you have questions right away. Thanks so much.